A state lawmaker is pushing for more transparency in healthcare costs. In Pittsburgh, the city wants to restrict where vape shops can be. If you see a lot of EMS workers at Harrisburg International Airport soon, don't panic. And Prost! I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. State Senator Tim Carney has introduced a bill that he's hoping will make healthcare costs more transparent, reports the Center Square. The bill, if passed, would create a state all-payers claims database, a database that already exists in 25 states, which would collect data about claims covered by both public and private insurance companies. And not just for medical claims, but for dental, pharmaceutical, emergency, and behavioral health care too. The purpose of this database is to provide some clarity on prices for different services. It'll also allow for people to compare costs and coverage for different providers, and help the state insurance department make sure that all rates and negotiations are fair and square. Further information regarding this bill remains pending. In more bill news, now over in Pittsburgh, city council members want to introduce legislation that'll change the zoning code, reports CBS Local Pittsburgh, specifically to limit where vape shops can open up. Smoke and vape shops have been popping up a lot in recent years, selling everything from tobacco to what's known as legal weed, aka THCA and Delta 8. In Allegheny County, the number of spots selling such products more than tripled over the past 5 years, something that many take umbrage with as they see it as a quality of life and health issue. Said Councilman Bobby Wilson, quote, "We're going to say where it can be in the city of Pittsburgh, so 1,500 feet from a school, a church, a park. There are places where it shouldn't be, and there are places that it can be." If you're at Harrisburg International Airport on Saturday and you see a bunch of emergency service workers, don't panic, states PennLive. The airport will be conducting emergency training exercises in compliance with Federal Aviation Administration regulations. That means EMS providers, the State Air National Guard, the American Red Cross, and about 50 volunteers will be doing some drills. This will take place from 9 a.m. to about noon. So remember, if you see a bunch of emergency responders on Saturday at noon at the airport, it is a drill. Dust off your lederhosen and wash out your stein, says the Tribune Review. Oktoberfest celebrations will start in many different spots across the state over the weekend. The Pennsylvania-Bavarian Oktoberfest in Canonsburg, for one, a fest that's been recognized as one of the best in the country, will run Friday through Sunday, complete with live music, a bunch of food and games, and, of course, beer. Another one will happen in Murraysville on Saturday, and ditto for the Oktoberfest in Indiana. Prost! That wraps up today's episode. For more news, visit PennLive.com. Also, please remember to rate this podcast and to comment if you're using Spotify. Thanks ahead of time, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and tomorrow's Friday's episode of Today in PA.